We are deep into the heart of summer, and my flowers are in full bloom. We have had excessive rain this year and a lot of flooding, but here on my little piece of earth, I can almost hear the garden's sighs of relief. My garden's starting to produce vegetables. You know, there really is nothing like the taste of a fresh tomato, warmed by the sun, fresh off the vine. Soon it will be time for me to do some canning so that on cold evenings in the winter, I can open a jar and make something fabulous, and maybe for a moment remember how this feels. I decided to take a staycation, time off of my day job, and know where I need to go. So I have 6 days to just putter around and feed my soul. There's some baking that I want to do, some cooking I want to do. You know, don't for a second think that I am not grateful to have a job that, although it's toxic AF, I get some really awesome paid time off. And I should after 30 some years working there. But anyway, I'm lucky and I'm grateful, and I don't take it for granted. So I use it really wisely. It's just going to be a lovely day. Yesterday was perfect, and today's going to be hot, but I'm sure the pool will keep me plenty cool. 6 days off to just be. Practice self-care, to do only what I want to do, to live life slowly for a change of pace. I see videos all the time about living slowly. Most of them are done by people who have large channels and do this YouTube thing for a living, which means they can work at their own pace, from their own space, and tell us how to live slowly. But is it even possible for those of us who might have to work multiple jobs, some of which who are raising children as well? It's not easy for me to live slowly, and in this fast-paced world of responsibility, I literally have to carve out time away from my job to have time to really live slowly. I'm fortunate to be able to take time from work now and then and to spend time just living. I'm grateful. Even just living slowly on the weekends or on days off is a start, and it's beneficial if you can swing it. I've been trying to focus more on self-care these past weeks. Living slower, practicing gratitude, simplifying my life where I can. That is what this little staycation is about, because even though I might seem like I have it all together, I still struggle with the same challenges that everyone else does right now, and I'm struggling a little. I'm going through this major life shift and a spiritual shift, and I'm still dealing with the stress and anxiety that life situations can bring on. So sometimes I still get a lot of head noise, a lot of last year circling back. I'm feeling stronger though this time around, handling things a little better than I did. I want to talk about mental health a little bit because I think it's important to talk about it, and I don't think I would be authentic on this channel if I didn't talk about it. It should be talked about. We should all talk about it. The world would be a better place if we talked about it. If you suffer from mental illness, you are not alone. If you have a mental health challenge, you are not alone. 1 in 5 people in the United States has some sort of mental health challenge. 1 in 25 people in the United States has some sort of severe mental health challenge. In 2022, 19% of the American population suffered from some sort of mental health challenge. That's a lot of people. So I'm talking. Ooh, there she is, my friend, my pool. Part of self-care sometimes looks like a pool day.
Hi. Top of the afternoon to you.
Yes. Good conversation and iced coffee in the cool water.
Oh, yum. Thank you so much. What a treat.
Sometimes it looks like cooking a healthy meal. Sometimes it's getting rid of the clutter that gets in the way of finding peaceful moments, simpler moments. It's being kind to yourself and offering yourself a bit of grace now and then. Sometimes that's hard for me because sometimes I can feel guilty or lavish or selfish. I know I'm not the only one who feels this way, and you'd think at my age that it would come easy. It is getting easier, but I'm still learning. It's important for my well-being, especially when my mental health takes a hit here and there. Kellyanne made a video recently about how important self-care is. I'll put the link in the description box. It's a really wonderful video filled with a lot of ideas that can look like self-care for you. It's so important, especially, for everybody to practice really good self-care. It's really important when you are having mental health challenges to practice self-care. Well, one of the things in this video that she talked about was the feelings of guilt that can come from caring for yourself, from being good to yourself and kind to yourself while others are suffering. And, to be honest, I have had those feelings of guilt when it comes to self-care. Anyway, I've been a little hard on myself and unfair to myself for giving into these feelings of guilt that come with self-care, and I'm really trying to be good to myself and offer myself a little grace. When it comes right down to it, oh my gosh, listen. Every fucking time I make a video. Wow. Just the bass on this one car alone, I can feel it. Oh my God. So anyway, I've been unfair to myself for giving into these feelings of guilt that can come from doing what's best for me, for caring and for loving myself. I can only control what happens in my own life. It's the only thing I'm ultimately responsible for. And I've said it before, I'm a fixer, and some things I can't fix, and I'm tired of trying and failing, I'm just tired. Tired of the clutter in my life. Tired of the clutter in my house. Tired of the clutter in my mind. And I guess it's time to declutter. So I'm thinking I need to do a little declutter, a little witchy reset. I guess it's time to take a look and reevaluate things. Find out what's clutter in my life. Purging the clutter can be cathartic. Some things are easier to cast aside than others, though. I'm starting with my house because that's the easiest. My surroundings play a big role in the energy of my home. Things can just pile up, and then all of a sudden a simple job can be overwhelming and it can spiral out of control fast. I always feel better when things are clean and tidy. It's hard for me to be mindful of the magic and beauty in life when I'm looking at a mess. I've been wanting to do a house purge for quite some time. If something doesn't bring me joy or serve a purpose in my life, why do I have it? I have a lot of things. Good things, usable things, 60 years worth of things. I have had some guilt about getting rid of some of these things, like my grandmother's china. It's as if in some way they're going to be disappointed. You know what? They don't frickin' care. I do not need a set of china to be close to my ancestors, and they don't care about this shit anymore. Someone will really appreciate these. They're beautiful, and it's a service for 12. These days, if I have a service of 12, it's going to be Chinette, not China. I need to be able to declutter for my own well-being without feeling guilty. Another thing that really gets cluttered is my studio. Art is messy. I'm a messy artist. Sometimes it gets out of hand. This is where I write, it's where I paint, do all of the arty things. But it's also where my altar is, where I go to pray or worship or do spell work. I witch much better, and I work much better, and I feel much better when I can come in here with a fresh slate. My apothecary. Once again, I have a lot of stuff. By organizing the clutter, I can reacquaint myself with these medicines. Yes, all of this is medicine. Medicine for the body, medicine for the soul. Getting to see everything in here always lights a fire in me. I can't declutter my life in a day or even a week, but this is a start. I hunkered down and I've gotten 2 of the shelves done. I need to take a big look at what I do and why. I work a lot. I take on a lot of jobs. I wear a lot of hats. What can I say no to? What hats can I hang up for a bit to take time to prioritize myself? I need to be able to say no for my own well-being without feeling guilty. Decluttering my head takes a little more work. Purging of the bullshit that might prevent me from being mindful of and living in the moment, which brings me back to the garden. Being one with the earth. This is a sacred space. Connecting to the earth and giving it up to Goddess is so important for me. My faith in her is like a healing salve on this broken heart. I was not put in this space and time to suffer. I was not put on this earth to carry all the burdens and the baggage of others, because obviously I have enough of my own. I can still care, but I will not carry. I need to be able to declutter my thoughts for my own well-being without feeling guilty. It's taken me 60 years to learn that ultimately the only life I'm responsible for is my own, and some lessons are hard, but they're still lessons. I have to believe that my life is unfolding as it was meant to. I want to have faith that in the end it will all be okay. As messy and as fucked up as things can get, I still have a beautiful life. I'll always be on the lookout for a silver lining. And I'll always continue to strive to be happy. It's just who I am. It's who I've become. It's the way I want to feel. And I let far too many things get in the way of that. Self-care is hard, but I'm strong. Strive to be